Good afternoon. We are a little bit early, so just running a quick test to see everything is work. Are you guys ready? Hello. Thank you for waiting. So still have 3 minutes. Get everything ready. We are going to play and have fun. Okay, so the voice is okay, the camera is okay, everything is good. Hello, everyone. How's everybody's Sunday doing? So far, so good? Okay, hello. So I'm going to just make sure I have everything here ready to go. So how many of you have the stamp set ready? And then you're going to join me to making the cards? Or you're going to just have a little bit wine, coffee, sitting, and just enjoy the chatting and watching the live videos. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting, so let's see. Let me just make sure everything, I have everything here. Okay. I hope I have all my material set up here. Everything should be good. Okay. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. So, anybody need to go to washroom first? Okay, let's see. The camera is good. The live chatting is good. And let's see this one. Great. So let me just make sure everything. Iced fancy coffee sounds great. Okay, so that's Julie. Just make sure everything runs smoothly. So just in case if we have some like a disconnection, like a buffering, all you have to do is just refresh your browser, and then everything should be fine. Okay. Okay. So 1 more minute, and we are going to start. Okay, let's see. This is good. This is good. Okay, let's have a seat. It was raining this morning. Heavy rain. Perfect for crafting. But now sunshine come out. Okay, so I have everything I need here. Hey Nancy, are you back to Pennsylvania already? How was your trip in New York? Okay, so we are going to start it. Are we ready? So how many of you are going to have your stamps out and follow me making every single card I'm showing? Good trip. Great. Yes, glue, paper, scissors. This video will be stay on the YouTube channel, so and you can watch replay. Okay, I know some of you guys probably got something to do because anyway it's Sunday, right? So and I promise you guys in this video you are going to get a 10% extra 10% off extra coupon code. That's give you this code first because some of you guys have to leave. And at this moment is 20% off for the whole online store. And here is another 10% off coupon code. So you are going to need this Local King Royal. So LOCALKING Local King and the Royal ROYAL. So it's the Local King Royal. So just make sure you use this code if you have some shopping to do, and this code is only good for 48 hours. So this code will be expired it will be expired June 15 midnight. Okay, so if you cannot make it, if you can watch the this video from the beginning to the end, so that's the code Local King Royal. If you have any question, just send me email, let me know. So a 20% off discount is going to run for 2 weeks until next Sunday, because today I am share with you 12 or 13 card project, and then the second part we do the other 12 or 13s. Okay, so the 20% off is going to run until 2 weeks later, but at least 10% extra coupon code is going to expire in 48 hours. So if you have a combined two promotion, that will be 30% off. So that's a really good deal. Okay, so I have prepared almost my project, and we're going to start pretty soon. I'm just share with you what I have been doing. In my last few videos, I was talking about I found a new hobby, right? And then I am start to design my digital planner, and then I actually get it done. And I promise you guys, I will share this digital planner with you guys, and it's going to be free download. So if you have iPad or any tablet, you are able to download this file. They actually working for the smartphone too. If you don't have an iPad or iPhone, they work with the computer too. The only thing you have to download is a good note. So this is what I was planning, and I kind of get everything done. And then here is what I do is the June. And then this is all the planning. This is for today's project. I'm going to share with you. I have a 12. And then for the next week, is going, not next week, 2 weeks later, is the other 12 or 13. So that's something I was working on. It took me 1 week to figure out everything, and I have been learning everything. And then once when it's done, I will share this planner with everybody, so you can just download it for free. And I will working on some stickers and some special pages by using Local King's images. I think that's pretty exciting. This is just something for me. It's a hobby. It's like a new hobby, and I really enjoy it. I spend a lot of time to working on this digital planner. So that's fun. And then you don't have to go by the iPad. If you have a computer, they will working on your computer. You just use your mouse as a tool. It works for the phone too, but it's just a little bit too small, hard to see. But it will working for any tablet. It's a PDF file anyway. So it's awesome, and I'm so enjoyed to do it. And then if you don't know what is digital planner, do a little bit research. It's pretty popular now. Okay, so we're gonna start off for our first project, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. And the first part of these butterflies, the first part of this video, I am going to share with you more about the coloring part, like a different way to use these stamps. The second part, that will be 2 weeks later, we are going to do more like a die cut part. So so that's we are going to start it. So probably the first 2-3 card is a little bit too simple. Just be aware with me. I know we have some new people, and they're welcome to join us. Okay. So, and then also, this video, thank you so much. I would like to celebrate Local King's 5,000 YouTube subscribers. So I'm going to give a $450 gift certificate away. So this video, I'm going to give 2 away, or maybe something else extra. And the next video, I'm going to give another two $50 gift certificate away. So here is what I'm going to do is, I know some of you guys probably have something to do this afternoon. You cannot join us. I want you to just leave me a comment under this video why you like Local King rubber stamps. And then in the end of this video, I'm going to choose 2 lucky winners. So just make sure you leave me a comment. What's the reason why you like Local King's rubber stamp, and the Local King's product, the marker, the marshmallow, anything you like. And I'm going to just choose 2 randomly and 2 lucky winner. Okay, so not in the chat room. You have to leave in, because this chat room, after this video, I won't be able to see it in 24 hours. So I want you to leave a comment in the comment area. Okay, let's start with the first one. So we are going to use the butterfly kisses. And where is the die cut? Okay, let me switch mine. Okay, so here is the, everybody can hear me well? Okay, and then I am going to try my best to read your comments. If you have any question, feel free to ask it. And but if I miss it, I will definitely make a note and I will respond in my coming video. So that's consider let's start with something basic, because I know a lot of you guys have been follow my channel, so you probably already know. But for some new people, here is what I want you to do. So let's make our stamps ready to use. So when you first time purchase those kind of shadow stamp, I want you to use eraser. Okay, just cheap eraser. I want you to just rubbing erasers on the surface of this rubber stamp. Okay, this way it will it's kind of like a conditioner your stamp. So if you do this, it's going to make your stamp much better. So probably a lot of you guys already know, but this is just for the people who just join us, new to the local king. So this is a great tips that you can give a try. Okay, so our stamps are ready to go. And then for the die cut, so these die cut, they also have the double die cut. And I am actually, we are gonna do a lot of things with this die cut. So let's make this die cut ready to work too. Okay, so how are we going to make this die cut ready to work? You are going to use a dryer sheet, and then you are going to kind of just rubbing. You don't have to do this every single time. For the stamp, you don't have to use eraser every single time. So we're going to just use this dryer sheet, kind of just rubbing the new one. Okay, I think the new one work better. Just use a dryer sheet to kind of rubbing the die cut. Okay, so this way I'm sure our die cut is ready to use. I mean, it's in the perfect condition. So when we use the die cut to die cut it, you will see the difference. It's going to be so easy. They are not. You don't really have to poking out. They will pop out by itself. Okay, so that's it's doing like an exercise, right? We have to warm up our body first. So let's start with the most easiest one. Okay, this card is for the people that you don't love too much. You just want to make a quick cut. It's called a 5-second card. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just use an impact. I know this is too easy. Oh, I actually need one background stamp. Let me grab a background stamp. Oh, yeah. So in today's video, I only going to have two stamps. One is butterfly kisses, and the one is just the words background. You can use any background you like. Okay, so let's do this. If you have this set, it's good. If you don't have this set, you can use any stamp. They will work just fine. You're learning just learn the technique, right? So here is how I am inking. So I am just using the dye-based impact. Okay, Cindy, just how to leave a comment. How to leave a comment. Okay, let me get that one later. Okay, so you just ink your stamp with the one die cut, and I'm using this cold cardstock, and then I did a review about all the different kind of cardstock that you can find on the market. So if you are not sure which cardstock you are using, just watch the video number 83. Thank you, Chow, to helping the people where you can leave the comment. Okay, so this is the coded cardstock from you can find it from the Marcos or from the paper cut. And make sure you watch the video number 83, the paper review. A lot of information. So we're going to just do the stamp, and then if you have a stamp positioner, you can use a stamp positioner. But like I say, this is the card for somebody we don't love too much. We just want to make a quick cut. So I'm going to use my Chucky, or you can use the stamp positioner. So just give a nice firm press. Okay, and hoping. What kind of ink? I am just using a Memento. Look, it's just the pink color, and then it's good already, right? I know it's too easy. Yep, this is all warm up. We are stretching now. Okay, and then so this is the ink pack. It's a Memento Rosebud and but and the Angel Pink. So for the background here is what I do. I am using the coated dog glossy. So just make sure you watch the video number 83. So it will explain to you all kind of paper. If you want to use a glossy cardstock, you can use the glossy cardstock, but make sure your glossy cardstock it will work with dye-based ink pack. Not all the glossy paper they will work with the dye-based ink pad. It's just like that. So 5-second card for somebody, you know, you just want to make a quick cut. If somebody else more important, you can put a little bit of ribbon, and then you can just do a sentiment. Okay, so that's the first one. This is a warm up for your card making lesson today. So let's move to the second one. So I'm going to just leave it away. And then I know you guys special ever have a lot of information. If you guys see the question they pop out, if you guys know the answer, please help them. So I kind of having an issue to do the demo and the reading the chat. Okay, so let's move the second one. The second one we are going to working on the coloring part, and then I am going to share with 3 different kind of coloring technique with you guys. Thank you so much, Nancy. So you can see what's different between these 3. The first one, I don't do the blending. We are just give it a basic coat. Second one, I do a little bit extra, and the third one we are going to do a little bit blending. So I am going to doing step by step how to do that. Okay, so clean the stem first, and then that erasing with the eraser is really make a difference. Okay, so that's working on the second one. I am using the dog. This is let me see. This is the dog glossy, or this is matte cardstock. Okay, you can see the first one is dog glossy. It's a little bit glossy, but not super glossy. Remember, watch that video 83, and you are going to know what I'm talking about. And this one is the Macro cardstock. They are not like a regular cardstock. If you want, I will show in my coming card project. If you have a issue to find those cold glossy paper, you can use the recollection cardstock or any kind of cardstock on the market, but you have to stamp 2 times to be able to get the same color like on the glossy. Okay, so the first card I already shared with you guys. You just use 1 color, 2 color. That's what it looks like. It looks pretty good. But now we are going to use the markers. Okay, yeah, the background is called the words background. It's the #1 cell background. I think the dew is kind of take over, but that just looks pretty. I use that words background a lot. Okay, so let's do the second one. We are going to do a little bit coloring. I think this card is actually on the recollection cardstock. It's from the Michaels, those cheap cards I found, but you have to stamp like 2 times to be able to get the good color. if I'm going to show you what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we are going to do the coloring part. Let's do this one so you guys can see better. Okay, white. Let's see. Okay, let's do this one better. Okay, and I kind of changed my camera now so you guys can see a little bit better how I colorate. Okay, so we are going to use the water-based markers to color the stamp instead of an ink pad. You can use any kind of water-based marker, will work just fine. You can use a Tombow, Marvy, even the Crayola marker will work. So because this kind of stamp is the shadow stamp we're going to color on the stamp. The detail stamp we color on the paper. So let's start with just two colors. Let's just do exact same. I'm going to start with a red rose. Okay. So always a one light color, one dark color. And I've been sharing with you guys, we are going to just color directly on the rubber stamp. Okay. Just give it a try. When you color your foundation coat, make sure you keep your marker together. Don't try to color with a line. Keeping your markers on your stamp. Okay, so let's do a little bit orange. I just do two color. Actually, we are not going to do two color. Just do one color. So I color all my rows. You can see the reflection, right? And then we are going to color the leaves green. Okay, so I'm going to color the leaves green. Just remember, keep your markers on the stamp. Don't color with a line. It's very, very important that you got to make sure your foundation color is nicely covered. Okay, so I have two butterflies. I am going to do one blue. Oh, just do two blue. Oh, one blue. Let's do one blue, light blue, and the one darker blue. Okay, I am not blending or anything. I am just coloring. Okay, and then I am going to color the outline. So by now, because a lot of people, they don't know what is the shadow stamp. Shadow stamp is a reverse image, and the shadow stamp is perfect that you can use the markers color directly on the rubber stamp. So I hope you guys can see well this time. I only use the one light blue, one dark blue, orange for my rose, and the green for the leaf, and the brown for the outline, right? Okay, so let's use this Dawne Glossy. Okay, so I'm going to give a nice firm press. I'm going to share with you three different way. Okay, so I'm going to just I just found out this tool, Chucky, is works so well. Okay, so that's the first one. I'm not really, it's okay, it's good, but we can do more. So you already learned how to color the foundation, right? Now we are going to drop my towel. We are going to add the second color. Okay, so we're going to repeat the first step. Okay, so we're going to repeat the first one, or what you can do is we're going to color with the orange, right? I can do, remember, very important, your stroke, it does make a difference. So stroke have to connect with the one after each other. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit darker red on the bottom of that rose. Okay, so now my rose have two color, one orange and the one red. Same thing with the green. So I'm going to color the leaves green. So I'm going to color, okay, this is my light green. Now we're going to add a little bit darker green, and I am not blending yet. Let's save the blending for the last step. So I'm going to do a little bit darker green, and I have two butterfly, one light blue, one dark blue, right? So I'm going to do one light blue on the top. and then the darker blue on the bottom. You can use any kind of water-based markers. They will work perfect because the reason it is really the stamp image and it's not the marker. I wish I can say this marker is the magic marker. You get these markers and you can do it. No, it's the stamp image. These stamp, they will work. The Crayola marker will work just fine. Okay, so now you guys saw how I colored the second one, right? Let's take a look. So the rose, instead of one orange, I add a little bit red on the bottom. And then the blue, I add a little bit light blue, a little bit darker blue. The leaf, I use 2 green, 1 light green, and that 1 dark green. Those markers, they dry slow on the rubber, so they dry 1, 2, 3 on the paper because the paper is special coating cardstock. But the marker is just a Local King rubber stamps markers, and if you already have a set of Local King's markers here, help Tammy. Let Tammy know what do you think about these Local King's markers. Okay, so rub. Okay, let's see what it look like. Are you guys ready? Voila! Okay, see the color? Okay, that's a little bit okay. Let's do the third one. The third one is for somebody special. You want to make the best card. So here is what you're gonna do. I'm going to share with you how I'm going to do the blending. You know what? If you try this, I guarantee you, now you know all my secret. You know, there's no secret. You just have to keep your stroke together, no gap for your foundation color. When you color your makeup, you have to make sure your foundation is coated everywhere. Okay, you know what? I have people have this marker over 8 years, 7 years. They are still nice and juicy. Okay, again, we are going to use the same color again. Okay, I use exactly the same color. That's just pick up the color. Don't do anything fancy. So these butterfly kisses, I only use at least 7 color. Okay, so now we are going to do a little bit blending. You don't have to, and then you have enough time to do the blending. So we're going to start foundation color. I'm going to color a little bit orange here. Okay, remember what you're supposed to do? Keep your markers together, not color like that. If we color like that, it doesn't work. Okay, again, holding your marker 45 degrees. I share all my secret goodie with you guys. Okay, so I color a little bit red. It's really a little bit hard to see color. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little bit green. And I'm going to share with you how to do the blending. Did you realize that I don't even have on the stamp? So I don't know about other people's markers, but I'm sure their marker is good too. Our marker is dry slow on the rubber, and I have been repeating too many times. This kind of technique, you got to have the rubber stamp. And I did a video was talking about the knockoff. Somebody stole my image and make it clear stamp, and then I purchased one and I did a compare. Oh, wrong blue. I did a comparison. I like a clear stamp too. I have a lot of clear stamp, but they are all the sentiment and the outline stamp. If you want to do the shadow stamp, you got to watch that video. I will put a link below to this video soon, and you can do a comparison. If you want to do this kind of technique, you got to have a good quality rubber stamp. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, so I'm still repeating my second coloring, and I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's just do everything. After this video, everybody going to become expert. Okay, so I finished my coloring already. So it probably is a little bit hard to see. So I'm going to show you what I can do. So here is my flower pot, and here is my rose. Can you believe it? This is my drawing, and I designed all the stamp I'm selling. So here is the first lightest color was sharing with you, right? Because on the rubber it's a little bit hard to see. So I want to make sure you guys pick it out what I'm trying to show. So this is the second color I will share with you. You know, keep the stroke. See, I'm still talking. I don't worry about my skin dry. And then here's what I'm going to do. I want you to use your lighter color blending between these two lines. Okay, on the paper they don't blending, but on the rubber stamp it will blend. So I hope you can see. I can see here, but you probably cannot see. So here is a light yellow, here is darker yellow. I am using my yellow blending directly on the rubber stamp. And then you can see my orange become darker, right? And then now you say, great, Lisa, you just ruined your marker. Don't worry about it. This marker is so good. What you're going to do is you are going to use a wet cloth, wipe off your dirty marker. You get your lighter color back right away. So show off. Yeah, so now everybody can go show off your Thailand now. So just remember, for the people, somebody special, you want to make a better card, you are going to use your lighter marker, do the blending. So on this one, you can probably, it's hard to see, but I can see here. You're going to blending directly on the rubber stamp, and then my blue become darker, and then clean with the wet cloth, and then you get your lighter color back right away. Okay, so we just do this. We don't use more than 7 color, but we are blending on top. Okay, here is more. If you want to go a little bit more further, you can do it. This is what I like to do at a show and drive people crazy. That looks nice, right? I'm using black. Okay, look what I'm doing. I'm ruining my butterfly. I give a little bit black spot. A very common rose plant disease, right? Okay, so that's the stamp what's going to look like. Or what we can do is I am going to grab a little bit purple. Let's see if we can see better. Okay, I am going to add a little bit purple here. You can see that purple is kind of not, it's kind of like a two pop out. So what I'm going to do is, when you use red and purple, which color is lighter? It's going to be that red, right? So I'm going to use my red, kind of blending on the stamp. Okay? Okay, I am still talking and I don't worry about that they dry at all. Okay, let's see what it look like. And the most important thing is that we don't want the huff on top. We don't want to give people, oh, who was that? Kim from Alaska received a card from Kim yesterday. I'm going to show you what she write down on the envelope. It make me laugh. Okay, so that's just rubbing on top. Aren't you excited to see what it look like? Okay, ready? There you go. So that's what's different between the three different kind of coloring technique. Okay, you can see the difference, right? I didn't really spend too much time to do the blending, but I just want to share with you, this is what you can do. You can do the blending. Sorry, a little bit sidetrack. Okay, this is a card I received from Kim in Alaska. She write down, sealed with glue, not spit, I promise. It make me laugh. You guys are so cute. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, Everett. Okay, so that's what's coloring. Let's move to the next. Okay, so next, let's do this. So I will post all the card project online too, so you guys can see. Bring a little bit of refreshment. Okay, so that's the second one. So now we are going to stamp in the final one. You know what? Let's just save it. I'm not going to make a card. We are going to just add the background and then just try to keep it simple. I'm going to add the background. The black dot. I know, every time at a show, when I finish coloring, I always just put some dots there. They always ask me, why you put dots there? Because I want to share with you, it's really just like that. So for the background, you're going to use a very, very light color. Look how light color it is, right? And that's it. So one card, you can, 3 different kind of level. So you can just folding it, and then that's a fast card with the coloring. Like I say, depend on who you are making card to. You can give at least a very simple one, or you can give us something, with a little bit color, right? Okay, so remember for the background, it doesn't matter what kind of background you are using. You just have to make sure you use a very, very light color. I just want to show you a quick demo. This is a jellyfish. It's just sitting right in front of my table. So I just want to share with you. It's not going to disturb your image, but you got to make sure that you use a light color. So I am using, usually at a show floor, I only use a few of the light color, like summer sky, desert sand, new sprout. So that's a light color. Okay, hoping it's not too dark. Let's see. Oh, this is maybe too dark. Let's try to change to the desert sand. I think desert sand is good. I just want to show you, if you have a light color impact, you can just rubbing. Is it how you ink in your back stamp? Rub in the tap. Tap, rub, tap, tap. That's how you ink your background stamp. Okay, so we're going to put it directly on top. Just rub with your little sausage fingers, if you have one. Okay, see the background. It doesn't really disturb your flower, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so, but remember the paper I'm using is a coated glossy cardstock. Those glossy cardstock, once when you stamp, they seal that color. The second layer, they don't really absorb the color anymore. That's why I can put this background directly in the back of my stamp image. It's not going to disturb. Yeah, so Kim, that's okay. This is going to be replaced. So just sit back and relax. Have a little drink and the peanuts. Okay, so that's something a lot of people, they're afraid to try to put it, and then you can see that I actually stamp the image first and then do the background. Let's try this green color. Remember, rub, tap, rub. Repeat after me, everybody. Rub, tap. Whew, that's your daily exercise today. So today you don't have to do any exercise anymore. Look at this green. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so it doesn't really disturb my flower, right? So that's a great tips. I hope you guys give it a try. Okie dokie. I already slowed down a little bit. There's more because you guys want more, aren't you? Okay, so give it a try. Try the one without the blending. Good girl. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't change the image. And see, this is desert sand and this is green. You can try light blue. You can try light purple. But remember, you got to use a light color. If you use a darker color, well, definitely. Oh, I know you guys want to see. If you do the darker color, so here is something you don't do it, okay? So I'm going to use a little bit darker color and see what's going to happen. So rub, tap. Okay, so this is something you don't do, okay? Because I want to show you what happened when we use a darker color. What's going to happen, okay? So don't do this. Okay, let's see what it looks like. This is what happens if it's too dark. Get it? I'm sacrificing my card to show you don't do this. You can use any light color they will work just fine. Okie dokie, let's move to the next one. Okay, so far, are we good? I already slowed down a little bit. Watch the replay because I still have a lot of stuff to show you guys. Okay, so that's move on to the next one. Okay, so those markers, good marker, Tombow, Marvy, they are all good markers, but where can you find? Okay, if you want to go to the like a Joanne or Michael's, buy some Marvy markers or any kind of marker, there is something I will not recommend. If you see the markers is hanging like this or like this, don't buy it. Those kind of product, that's not the right way to storage the markers. You can just storage them horizontal. At your home, it's okay, but try to storage your marker horizontal. If you have to storage your marker vertical, this way is better than this way. Okay, make sure the ink is going down, but try to storage your marker horizontal so that way your marker will last longer. And then these markers I have been talking about too many times. They designed to be abused. So here is a black, and then here is a yellow, and then I am going to dipping my yellow to the black. Do you want to see? Anybody want to see how I abuse my markers? Okay, so I just want to show you this is what you can do, okay? So I am using my yellow markers and then doing this. And then my marker become like this. You say, great, you just kill your marker again. This is what you're going to do. You are going to use the wet cloth, wiping the dirty tip. Watch the magic. You get your marker back right away. Okay, so feel free to abuse your markers. Those markers are awesome. And then make sure you watch one of my video. In that video, I was share with you guys how you can refill those markers with waters. You can refill these markers up to 3-4 times, but don't do it unless it's necessary. If sometime you accidentally leave one of the marker on the table and they dry out in the second day, don't put it in the garbage. Pop this one up, put a few drip of water, and then watch that video how to refuse your markers. Okay, Odell, no, the stamp and the die cut, they are separate now. They are so separated now. The promotion is already finished. So all the stamp and die cut so separately unless they are the combo set. If they are, what is the combo set? Combo set is only come with one stamp image. So the combo set, if there is only one stamp, they come with a stamp and the die. If they come as a set, the stamp set and the matching die set, they are so separately. Okay, let's move to the next one. So that's what it look like when you do the multicolor. Okay, so that's this is just on the Michael's Recollection cardstock, and then this is on the dog glossy. Okay, let's move on to the next. So this is what's the final project look like. Okay, so the next project we are going to working on something else. We are going to working on the watercolor paper with some embossing folder. So we're going to use this stamp. So I have a lot of idea to share with you guys, and today let's do 12. I hope I can finish all 12. So the next project we are going to use a watercolor paper and a folder, any kind of embossing folder, butterflies folder, or anything you like, you can have one. And then I am going to have the water bottle first, and then this time we're going to use our markers again. Okay, so just remember, if you see anybody who's selling the marker, hanging the marker on the wall like this or like this, don't buy it because that's not a good marker. They have to storage horizontal. Okay, so this time we are going to do a little bit purple color, and then because we are going to use the waters, we are going to use a watercolor paper. So this is a watercolor paper. It's a Canson watercolor paper. I got it from Michael when they have a promotion, and oh, juicier. You how to keep your marker juicier? You cannot keep them juicier. You just have to keep them horizontal. But for Local Kings markers, you can refill with waters. Okay, so let's do the coloring. I am going to have this is the card we are going to make today. So now, I am going to use the tree color, and you guys already learned how to do the coloring, right? So remember, what do we have to do? Keep the markers on the stamps and on the stamp, one color and the two color. You don't really have to working on the detail. Okay, second color. So this time I'm going to make a three color. Okay, three color. Okay, let's bring a little bit closer. Okay, and then I am going to do the green. 10% off for the 48 hours. Yeah, and then it's already 20% off online now. So you use this 10% more discount, you get a 30% off. That's a pretty good deal. Okay, and then we are actually sending the international now. So, okay, so that's my flower, and my rose is kind of purplish color. So for my butterfly, I want to change the color. I'm going to use the earth tone. Okay, make sure your foundation color, you are going to color the whole butterfly. And then let's do a little bit brown. Okay, you don't have to work fast. I already explained to you, and I will already prove to you how I'm taking the time to color. Okay, and then again, this is something driving the people crazy. Oh, this is not black, this is darker brown. And I'm doing a little bit black. That's a really, really ugly card. Okay, so take the time. That's okay. Put everything away. Okay, now I have my spray bottle here. Okay, we are going to spray some water on top. Okay, you want to do this, you got to have a shadow stamp, because when we spread it, it kind of created some kind of like a watercolor. So if you only have like an outline stamp, what is outline stamp? The outline stamp is just like a line. This is the outline stamp, and then this is a shadow stamp. Can you believe I'm the designer to design all the stamp? Okay, so this is a detail stamp, this is the shadow stamp. So you want to do this kind of technique, you got to use a shadow stamp, so that way we will have enough color. If you don't have a detail stamp, only the outline pick up the color when you stamp it, you don't really get this kind of color. Okay, so now we are going to do this, okay. So just spray some water, and then you have to kind of give it a try. See, now this is how much water I have. So don't be afraid, just go for it. And then we are going to stamp. Okay, you can kind of just like running a little bit. So that's it. Maybe it turned out to be a very, very ugly. Ugh. Okay, that's what it look like. There you go. Okay, and then we're going to dry it. So this, after dry it, is going to be good. I killed one of my heat gun. See, I think it's not bad. Just wait for it. 112 watching right now. What is 112, King? Okay, so let's do this. This is it. This heat gun is good, small but powerful. Okay, so it's okay, but I think if I do a little bit less water, it will be better. I think I put a little bit too much water, but that's okay. I'm going to give it to my sister-in-law, so she'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, any boo-boo card you made, don't put it in the garbage. Give it to somebody you don't like it. I know, I am a mean person. Okay, and then, you know, after you embossing it, it's going to look good. Okay, so let's do the background again because I was promised you guys in this video we are going to only use one background and one stem set, right? So let's do these. This time I'm using this lavender. Okay, so this is how I stamp my background stamp. I don't really stamp the background stamp because they are kind of big. Very light color, isn't it? I think it's very good. And then now we're going to put between the embossing power, not embossing, so this is too old. I kind of lost which side it is. Okay, and then we're gonna run through the machine. And I will be right back. Okay. Okay. I am back. Ready? Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then now the background is still too white, right? So we're going to use the magic mushroom just to give it a little bit color. So I'm going to use see, my magic mushroom is kind of dry. Give it a little bit water. Okay, I have a lot of videos ready to view. Some of them is maybe 8 years old. So, but it's still good, a lot of information. So let's do this, and I'm going to grab one. These peanut butter color. Okay, so not too much, just always just make a little bit. Those white is not that too much white. That's it. Just soften a little bit. Okay. Okay, so that's what it look like. And if we, because the background is we kind of miss and we don't really have that rose shape, right? So what I did is I just cut the one of the butterfly from the maybe the boo boo or whatever. Boo card and then just put on top. So that's the brick embossing folder. I think it's the tin holes. So that's what it look like. Okay, let's move to the next. Are we doing great? One more? We still have a lot more. We are going to working on the next one now. This one is so easy. Let's make this one away. Okay, I'm well planning, so I don't waste no time. Now we're doing the cutting one. So I am going to use those stuff I stamped before. We're going to lose the frame. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. We are going to, it's very important to create a guiding window. Okay, so how to create a guiding window? Guiding window is so easy. You are going to just grab a piece of cardstock and then put your die cut on top. And regular cardstock, not very thick, okay? Run to the machine, die cut it. After you die cut it, you are going to... Do you find that you have problem with the brown in the magic mushroom? Sorry, Michelle, what do you mean? What do you mean problem with the brown in the magic mushroom? You mean the magic mushroom have problem or the, what do you mean? Yeah, Hey Lisa. Okay, so let's do a guiding window. The guiding window is you just run through the machine after you die cut it. You are going to use a pen to tracing the outline. So this is what I call the guiding window. So that way, every time we want to use this die cut, we know exactly where we're going to place this die cut at the right place. Okay, see? Now I have this guiding window. Why we need this guiding window? Because the Local Kings die cut is right next to the image. Okay, how do you make the color? Okay, you know what, you guys, I have to read all your comments and then I'm going to get back to you guys because I think you guys have a lot of questions. Okay, let's continue this one and I'm going to take a look. So there is two die cut on the market, right? You see the what's different between these two die cut? This is the most of the die cut. Most like 98% people they die cut like that. So this is what you do. You put the die cut on top and then you die cut it. You know what? That's a cut one. And then we do a comparison. So we put here. So now after this demo, you probably know understand why we have to put the guiding window. Okay, let's do this. So go to die cut it. Be right back. Okay, so this is the most of the die cut on the market. It's very easy. You just put your die cut on top. You die cut it, and then this is what you get. You say, "Whoa, that's really good!" But I already included this one for free. I want to show you what our detail die looks like. So this is the detail die, and then today I'm going to show you a lot of other idea what you can use this detail die. Because this detail die have a lot of embossing feature, right? If I put on top, if you are not picky like me, you probably can get like 80% accurate, like you can be they can be pretty much lined up, but I'm really picky because when I design this stamp, I want to make sure that my die cut image is not right next to my stamp image. So there is not too much white outline between the stamp image and die cut image. That's why you got to create a guiding window to helping you place your die cut exactly the same spot. Okay, so now I'm placing my die cut back, and then remember I was talking about you got to use the pencil to kind of tracing the outline because I explain to you later. Okay, guys, I know you have a lot of questions, so after this video, I am going through all your chatting and I will answer every single question you have. I will post the answer under this video's description. Okay, so let's do the die cut. So that way I won't missing any questions. Okay, so I'm gonna run through the die cut, and then remember I was mentioning in the beginning of the video what I supposed to do with my die cut make it ready. See, after I rubbing with that dryer sheet, nothing stick on my die cut. Okay, and then you say, hey Lisa, this is a defect item. It didn't cut. No. There is something we call the case cut. I designed this feature is a part of my design because in the coming video, I want to share with you how you can use this one to make a shaker card. So there is only a little hinge attached. That's called the kiss cut. So you can easily trimming off because I leave that feature and then we can make a shaker card. It's perfect. So it's not a defect item. It's why they are not off. It is a special feature, okay? So that's just only few dotting connect. Okay, so you just have to make sure if you have exact knife, I usually just use my finger kind of tear off. Okay, so which one you like better? This is the outline die created by this guy. This is the detail die created by this guy. So this combo set, you come with both of the die cut. And then in my second part of video, I actually have the other 13 project to show you how different kind of combination you can use this die cut. Okay, so how are we doing, everybody? It does make a difference, right? When you see how detailed. Lightweight will be 65. Yeah, this is this one, I think this glossy paper is around 80 pounds. It's 80 pounds cardstock. Okay, but lightweight will be 65 weight. Okay, I like little. Okay, I have to read later. Okay, so this card, what I'm gonna do is here is we are going to. I already prepare. I spent a lot of time prepare all the stuff we need. So we're gonna make a double window. I already showed in my last video, not my last one, my previous video, how to make a perfect double die cut. Remember, if you want to do those kind of layering, how you can layering the perfect spot. So here is what you're gonna do. You have your card size ready. You have your front size ready, and then you are going to cut the circle in the front first. And then you just use the, oh, we can actually tape it. We are going to just tape it. Okay. Okay, guys, remember, when you have a minute, leave a comment at under this video, and I'm going to choose a winner for our $50 gift certificate. Okay, so, and then after you mount this one, you're going to tape it, right? And then now we run to the machine, we will get a perfectly line up. So that's a great tips. Okay, and then for this circle, if you like to keep it, you can keep it. You can use it for the inside or not. Okay, so now we are going to just loosen our frame. So this one, you can loose the frame like this. It's very easy to trimming off the frame. I wish I can read everybody's comment now, but I have a simple mind, only can do one thing at a time. Okay, let's do the, but I'm sure Charles and Nancy is going to help me respond all the questions. They are just so sweet. You can get a colder cost of a marker paper or paper card. I know. You know what? They have a show this weekend in the Texas, and then last week they have in the West Springfield. But a lot of vendors, they still don't go. I don't know what's going on. Okay, and then here is what I like to do is, even though Local King's die cut is right next to image, they don't have that wide gap, but it still have a little bit very, very fine line. But compare with the die cut like this is already very good, isn't it? So, but I like to always soften the outline a little bit to make it more 3D. So here is what I'm going to do. I just use the orange color, kind of just gently. You can use the makeup sponge, any kind of tool you like, just soften a little bit. So that looks much better. See, like my butterfly, you just give it a little bit color. Okay, just soften a little bit. Okay, like this. Okay, and then that's it. So here is my another card. So I'm going to just grab a foam tape. Foam tape. Where's the foam tape? Foam tape, foam tape. Where is the foam tape? I have some nice foam tape. Okay, let's just use this one. And then we're going to use the foam tape. Okay, this is just the leftover for my phone tape. I have some nice phone tape. You know, when you need, I really have to clean my studio because I've been looking for my stencil for 2 weeks and I can't find it. So the small butterfly go here and one big one. Are we doing good? Enjoy the video so far? Okay, this one going to do here. Look at this blue. Isn't that beautiful, isn't it? Okay, and then one more. Okay. Okay, and then one more here. I know, and I don't see paper cut is scheduled any show at this moment. They have some nice car stock. One more here. I don't know, are they still doing the show or not? I know SAT show is started. Okay. Okay, so I think without this is better. And then in the center part, okay, here is more. Local King's die cut is so detailed because this flower actually have a few of the petal is kind of pop out. Okay, can you see that petal? Is it pop out? Okay, and then for the back, I am going to actually give a little bit pink color again. We are going to use this words background, and then just in the middle. And then you can see on my background stamp, I use a pen to mark an arrow here to make sure every time when I want to use this stamp, arrow have to be up. Because how many times have we created a beautiful card in the last, when we stamp something, we get upside down image? Yeah. Burning this year, I think this year so far they didn't do any shows. Yeah. How do you guys like this card? See? Different color, they looks totally different. This can be a very lovely Valentine's card. Yeah. Which one you like good, the pink or the green? Okie dokie, let's move to the next one. So far I think we already have a 5 project. What is the next one? We are going to do some cutting now. Okay, we are going to do some blending. Okay, look at this one. So how did I do this? So I already tried, so here is one of the die cut. You can see is completely flat, right? It doesn't have embossing, but this one, you can see there is embossing, right? And this one, you know, that's what's that kiss card for. You can make a shaker card, and then you can make a window card. So that's do something. That's I have a lot of different projects to share with you. So this one you can use the Michael's Recollection cardstock, or you can use the paper watercolor cardstock. They all work well. And then remember, you got to make your die cut ready. So I rubbing with the dryer sheet, so that way after that they don't pop out. So we're going to do the die cut first, and then we're going to do the embossing. How many of you have stencil before? I mean, like you know, those kind of brass stencil. Let me grab one to show you. How many of you, you know, this, we don't see this one anymore. See, I have it, but we never buy it before. Remember this stencil? Oh, this is a beautiful stencil, but I think they are discontinued. Remember before when we want to do the stencil, we have to have a light table, stylus, and they have to go through very small area, kind of scrolling to be able to do the stencil, right? See, isn't a die cut look like a stencil? So the stencil, and now, thanks God, somebody smart find out you can use a piece of rubber to create a stencil instead of we embossing. Instead of use a stylus to scrolling like a half hour, and then now all you need a piece of rubber. So we are going to do the die cut first. Okay, so I have my die cut machine here, and then remember we are going to just oh, here's a happy birthday here. We're going to just run through the machine, die cut it. Okay, and then this cardstock is a watercolor paper. It's actually very thick, 110. So just want to make sure I have a clean cut. I'm going to run through the machine one more time. Okay. Second time is much better because my paper is really, really thick. Okay, so I'm not going to remove my die cut yet. This is what it looks like if you only just do the die cut. $1 million, yeah, $1 million tip is coming soon. Okay, so this is what it looks like if you just do the die cut. The surface is flat, and see there is a little petal is pop out. That's a kind of pretty design. You don't have to do anything. And then now we're going to do the embossing. So see the difference? This one is flat, and this one is have embossing. So all you have to do is have a piece of rubber. Okay, you're going to put your card. The die cut is under. The rubber is on top. Every machine is different. So I am actually going to shimming. See, this is when I designing my drawing. Use a recycle. And then you are going to put the piece of scrap paper to shimming it. And then run through the machine. Every machine is different. If you want like a deeper embossing, maybe 1 or 2 sheets of scrap paper. So okay. See the embossing? So how this embossing work is, so those kind of hollow area is exactly like the stencil. When you use a piece of rubber, the rubber push that paper to those embossing hole. See, that's how. So they pushing, let me use my sausage finger. So they pushing the paper through those kind of embossing hole. So the pressure push the paper. That's how embossing happen. So if you want to do this embossing feature, you got to make sure your die cut have embossing. Okay, and then so now that's very pretty already, right? So now we want to do some coloring. So we are actually going to use this die cut as or stencil now. So I'm going to put it back. Okay, just in case we are going to tape it and we are going to coloring. So make sure they don't move. Okay, are we still doing good? Okay, so now we are going to do the coloring. In one of my video, I was explaining to you, you can use a makeup sponge to make a mini magic mushroom. But I found out, you know, those kind of wedges sponge, it doesn't really last too long. So I found out this eyeshadow applicator, and I found it from the dollar store. Oh, they don't come with the container. That container is my container. They are only $1. $2, but they are very useful. So I'm using this little applicator to do the coloring. And then I am going to have my flower. What color you guys like? I am actually share with you these. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's just do a color. Remember the coloring 101. Always start with the lighter color first. So I am actually going to give a foundation color. I'm going to use this orange, so make it easier. So always testing your tool first. You don't want to give them too, you know what? I want to make sure the paper is really kind of in those holes. So let me run through the machine one more time because I did move my paper to show you, right? So that's to make sure the paper is kind of pushed into those embossing hole. So now when I coloring, because the paper is almost the same level of those kind of embossing area, that will make our coloring easier. It's just some small things. I know I talk too much, but I just want to mention that, so that way make your job easier. Okay, what is the cutting sandwich? Okay, the cutting sandwich is the sandwich that you use for embossing folder. Okay, so now the cutting sandwich for this is exactly like embossing folder. Instead of a folder, you use a piece of rubber, and this rubber actually is just a silicone rubber. If you say, oh, I want to buy this rubber for make a crafting, they are so expensive, but they have those kind of rubber for like a cooking. I think they work the same. Okay, so I pushing back my card back to the embossing again. So now, okay, it's easier to coloring because they are really pushing the paper through the embossing hole, right? So foundation color, I'm going to make it easy. So I'm going to just use the magic mushroom, just give it a little bit orange, orange, and then I'm going to do a little bit blue for my butterflies. So you can use a brush too, but just be gentle. Don't push too hard because we don't want those paper off your stencil. So let's give a foundation color first. Okay, and this one gotta be careful. You don't want to touch your other area. Okay, so now we are going to use this small applicator to working on the detail part. Okay, that's just try to keep one applicator, one color, and I have been using this for a while. Actually, they work good. I try to go back to get more. I can't find it. You know why? They always sell something good and then people get used to and then they don't have it anymore. Okay, so always testing color, make sure that's okay. And then we are going to, because this is small, so it's easy to blending. Okay, just like that. I saw they have some from the Amazon they have too. So just gently circle around and I'm going to do the green. So that's how I color it in. Okay, just try to keep your applicator one color. Yeah, I found that this one I actually paid $1.50. It was a really, really good deal. But they don't have it anymore. I don't have a beautiful green. Okay, so just kind of gently color it in here. Are we doing good? I promise I will go back to read all your chatting and answer all the questions. Okay, and I will choose 2 winners from, please leave me a comment and let me know why you like the Local Kings product. Okay, and then let's do a little bit purple. you know, still not looking good, but after we remove it, it's going to look awesome. Okay, remember, one applicator. Okay, like these. Okay, I think that's about it. Let's see what it look like. Before we okay, we're going to put the background there. So be careful the fingerprint. If you get a little bit color outline, it's okay. It is a handmade. Okay, so these applicator, you can actually use the like a holding like a vertical, and then they actually the tip is kind of good enough to do the some detail. Okay, ready to see what it look like? Okay, let me grab here. Okay, be careful the fingerprint. And then remember in the beginning of the video, I was mentioning that you got to use a dryer sheet to rubbing your die cut to make ready to go. And remember, you guys leave me a comment, leave me in the comment area, not the chatting room. Okay, that's what it look like. Okay, before we move on to the next, here's what you have to do. You got to clean your die cut first because those color is going to set on your die cut, and the next time you want to use it, it's going to ruin your artwork. Okay, and then we're going to do our background again. This the background here, and then the background I kind of want to have a multi-color, so those small one is come with handy, so I'm going to just do a little bit yellow, orange, red, where is the red, so that way my background is a multicolor background. And then remember, use a pen to make a mark, arrow up. That way you don't get an upside down image. There you go. See? Simple, easy. I get a little bit blue here, but that's okay. If you still find it is too plain, what you can do is, I already prepared this one, so I'm going to just, you can just put a happy birthday. I think that's perfect. Just glue it. Glue, glue, glue. You know, so far, all the technique I am share with you is not complicated, right? So that's why, you know, one of the stamp set, you can do a lot of things. That's it. And put a little bit ribbon there. I think it's a beautiful card. Isn't it? Robert man, yeah, no, Liz, you should go. You can, but just in case, you can just, it's for the embossing folder. If your big shot can do embossing folder, they can definitely add the rubber mat. Just don't use a folder because when you do the embossing folder, those are two. Okay, sorry, for the big shot, just remove the adapter. Don't use the. Okay, I think you guys have a. Okay, here is your cutting mat, right? You use your white one, your adapter, leaves, and the leaves. When you want to add the rubber, remove the adapter. So this is how you do your embossing folder. So just don't use the adapter. It will definitely go through. I have been using all the time, no problem. But make sure your rubber mat is not more than 2 millimeters. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next. So the plain one, I think it looks, oops, these are very dirty. The plain one, I think it looks really good already. See those embossing? It kind of look like those kind of relief one. For my next, the second part of the video, the other 13 project, I actually have something. You know what? Let's just have a quick preview. Quick preview. Look, this is just a white. How pretty it is. Okay, so that's the next project. So let's move to the next one. This is just using your die cut as a stencil. Sometimes you probably don't want to spend too much time to coloring. And then this is a great way to give a little bit color. And then look at those kiss cut. So if you want to break off this one, it's very easy. There is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connection to connect this one falling off. So I leave the option there, and then you guys decide you want to do or not. Okay, so the next, let's move to the next. Next one is so easy. This is going to be the next one. Okay, so the next one, I already have on my hand Kennedy here. So we are going to do the background. So you can use a regular cardstock or recollection cardstock. They will do just fine. And then I am going to just grabbing. This is the one I die cut. Okay, so I'm going to just break it off. See how easy that little dot? I call the kiss cut. It's just a little kiss. Okay, so see how easy I can break it off. And then the cardstock I use is really, really good cardstock, heavy duty cardstock. Okay, so let's just remove that little cardstock. So this is already, you do the embossing, right? See how pretty it is? Because my background have some color, so that's why this one I don't want to have any color. You know what? It's just ideas. You guys can just be flexible, do what you like to do. Okay, so this one I am going to have a little green and a little bit pink for my background, and then I use a watercolor paper for blending. But you can use those recollection cardstock, they work just fine. Okay, so let's make sure my magic mushroom is clean. Well, you know, Cookie, it's okay. Just watch the replay, and you know what? It's just an idea, right? So I know it's because I think it's a part of my fault because I have a lot of stuff to want to share with you. Sometimes maybe it's a little bit too much. So watch the replay, it's okay. Okay, let's do this. So, and then in one of my video, I already shared with you guys how to use the magic mushroom for blending. I know a lot of you guys bought the magic mushroom and then you have a problem to using it, but any tool, you got to, you know, learn how to use it, right? Like you want to drive a car, you have to practice. So any tool, you have to give yourself a little bit time to learn how to operate it, the tools. It's going to work because I have been using those magic mushroom a long time for blending. And then, so information is important. Just make sure, follow the instruction. It will work. Like I have been trying to learning how to design a digital planner, right? I follow all the instruction, and then when I finish, I upload it to my file, and then the link doesn't work. But I say, why? I follow the instruction, so it must be some part I miss it. So you just go back, and then it will work. That's a fun part of learning, isn't it? Dorsey, you didn't see the update. the plan changed. We decide to do the live stream. So sorry, it was my fault because we did the first Zoom. It's kind of a little bit too overwhelming. So that's why I decided to do the live stream. And then if you guys have any question, just leave me in these chatting windows, and I will get back to you later on, and I will post all the answer under the description. Okay, so the last one was the coloring stencil, right? Now we're going to do the reverse. I wanted my background to be a little bit coloring in the front, just leave a plain embossing. So you already have at least one, right? So I'm going to just do the background a little bit coloring. So I'm going to make a light green. Okay, and then I don't have a clean green color anymore. And in my last video, I was sharing a great tip with you guys. If you have at least kind of multicolor impact, I only want to pick up this light green. So what I do is I just use a piece of acetate, but I don't have acetate handy here. So I'm kind of just pretend this is acetate. Okay, and then I use this as my divider. So that way, when I only want to pick up this green color, my magic mushroom is not going to pick up the next one. So acetate is better because it's seeing through, but acetate, after you use it, you have to clean your acetate, okay? So I need at least a light green. Okay, so I'm going to just do gently tapping. I want a very, very light green. Okay. That's it. Not too much. Or maybe in the middle, I want to give it a little bit darker green. That's good enough. Very spring color. Okay, and then the red color. The red color, just a little bit pink. Okay. So red rose here, gently, kind of like drawing a circle. Always start with a lighter color. If it's not enough, we add more. You don't want to start too dark, and then we cannot change back. So kind of just want to drawing in the middle. I want to make a heart, and just like this. Okay, go back to turning. So these magic mushroom, you definitely can blending it. Okay, you just have to learn how. Okay, so that's my blending. And then again, we are going to add on my background, and that's another card project. Done pretty soon. So I'm going to just use this pink. Okay. Let's do. Make sure it's not upside down. Okay, just rubbing with the fingers. Now the sausage finger come handy. Okay, and then just use a foam tape and see how pretty it is. Simple but easy. So far I have already shared with you a lot of different ideas how to have some nice glue. Oh, here. I was looking for this guy. Okay, so just this is a nice foam tape. I am looking for even like this is too thin. I was kind of looking for some thicker foam tape. Can't find it. Okay, so let's do these. One more. That's it. Put this one back. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay. add a little bit ribbon, and then this one, the design is already there. So see this paddle is pop out. Okay, and here have a little circle, right? And one of you guys actually sent me an email say, hey, Lisa, this is a defect item. You know, this was just a space there. It was like a poking hole. And then when I designed it, I just make it that hole, it's two circle. So, and then if you have the color one, it doesn't, that circle doesn't really pop out. But when you use it like a plain color, she thought this is a defect item. It's not a defect item. It's just that poking hole is end out to be like a two perfect circle. So, just like to make it clear there. Okay, so that's the other one. Okay, let's move to the next one. So what I'm going to show you next one. How about this? Okay, so these I am going to just use the regular cardstock. It's going to be the recollection cardstock, and then you can see I actually I didn't color it in. I just used the white embossing. Let's grab. Okay, the white embossing. Let's do this one again. So there's too many different kind of technique you can play. So I'm going to just pick up this part again, and then I am going to share with you something awesome with you. So I'm going to lose the frame again, and then we're going to try different way to color it. It's a lazy people's coloring technique. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, and then two butterflies. Two butterfly here. Can you believe it? It's almost the middle of the June. In the Vancouver, the weather is bad. It's like a summer never come. Okay, so I have my flowers here, my butterfly here. So let's do our flower first. And my flower, you won't believe how easy it is. Don't blink, you might missing something. So I'm going to just use my magic mushroom, and then I did embossing everything, right? I'm going to just use this one. Oh, this is not the regular cardstock, but it's okay. So kind of just give it a little bit pink. This is a kind of coated cardstock, so but that's okay. And then give it a little bit green. That embossing is very important, okay? So if you don't have this embossing, you do the die cut, it just look flat. But that embossing feature, it really make a difference. Okay, so this is a coated cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just add a little bit purple to make a little bit more. The coated cardstock is a little bit hard to blending. So if you want to do the blending, you are going to use the regular cardstock. Don't using the coated cardstock for blending. Okay, you know, Susan, this is just ideas. You can actually use this technique with any kind of stamps. So I'm just choosing this stamp, but you can use the idea on all your stamp. They will work perfect. Okay, so that's my flowers, and then we are going to just quickly color my butterfly. Hey, one of my butterflies is missing. Where did my butterfly go? Oops. Oops. Where is my butterfly? Come on. Where is the butterfly? Okay, I am going to just use the blue. This is the lazy people's color technique. So I'm going to just do this. Okay, remember if you want to do the blending, use the regular cardstock. But I still managed to do it. One of my butterfly flew away. Okay. So that's how I color, right? And then now, how did I create this beautiful background? So first of all, we got to make sure our paper is a regular cardstock. And I need to grab one of my die cut. Okay, let's see. Actually, I have a two. You can see what's it look like. The idea is the same. I am actually using my die cut as a stencil. So I'm going to just color this, just cut this butterfly. Okay, let's do one more. One large one, one small one. And we're going to need that green color again. Okay, so the next technique I'm showing with you, you got to be careful. You have to make sure your hands have to keep clean. Okay, guys, so let's do one. You guys want to see the blue or you want to see the green? Want a blue color or green color? Which one you want to see? Blue or green? Blue or green? Blue, blue. Okay, let's do the blue. So blue, of course, we need a blue impact, right? Let's do the blue. Everybody like a blue. Blue, 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 blue. Blue is here. We are gonna do the blue. This tower is keep falling down. I'm allergic to stamping. Every time I stamp, my nose is very itchy. Okay, so let's do the blue, and then I have my flower coloring already, right? I have two these cut from my one of my die cut. So we're gonna use this butterfly as our stencil. Okay, so we're gonna use our magic mushroom, and here is our. You can use any blue impact; they will work just fine. And remember, I was just sharing with you guys how to pick up only one color, right? So just using a piece of paper as your divider. So that way you don't pick up some other color. And then if you want to do the light blue, make sure your magic mushroom is clean. Yeah, definitely go back to watch the replay for the chatting. Okay, so let's do see, always testing the color. That's a beautiful blue. Okay, so I have my flower here, and then I have my butterfly here, right? And then we are going to just kind of using the butterfly as a stencil. So let's do one, and then rotate it. You don't need a lot of color, and then we will come back to fix it. Don't worry, it's going to look awesome. So just a very, very gentle. Second, and then change. Okay, or you can use a tweezer helping you to holding your butterfly. Okay, like this. Okay, see that very, very light, right? And then let's do again here. Oh, this is my divider. So I'm going to change to second color. Okay, always testing first. You don't want it too dark. Okay, so that's a very, very light blue, isn't it? So now we can add a little bit darker blue now. Okay, be very, very gentle. Okay, let's do this corner. Always, always start with a light color. If it's not enough, we are going to add more. And then remember, you want to do the blending, you got to use a regular cardstock. Slowly build it out. How's my background looks like? Pretty, right? Okay, again, gently tap. You know, that's why I love those magic mushroom, because it's the tapping. Tapping works perfect. Imagine if you have to use a blending tool, it's going to be very hard to do the blending. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good already. One more. Okay. Gentle. Okay, like I say, those magic mushroom, you guys got to get a hands-on and then practice a little bit. It's going to work. Okay, and then before we do anything, you're going to clean your finger first, because this is a white cardstock, and I always get like some fingerprint here and there, and that drive me crazy. Okay, and then now we're going to just pick up a little bit darker color. See, the way I do it, I always kind of, remove the extra on my paper first. And then now I'm kind of just slowly drawing a circle to kind of soften my line. Okay, like this. Okay, isn't that beautiful, the background? Okay, again, we're going to use the same background stamp. We're going to just stamping a corner. Okay, just gently rub on the background stamp. I only need a corner. So I want this corner, and then I'm going to just stamp here. Okay, and then we can do our butterfly. Okay, I think this one is a little bit too much, so I think I am only going to do the butterfly. I think that flower is too red. Oh, there is actually one more. See, I was kind of thinking I'm going to stamping with the butterfly. How? Where did you get this small butterfly? From here. So here is another great technique. First of all, you're going to clean your stamp. Okay, make sure they are clean. Okay, and then you cannot use the impact because the impact is too big. So you are going to use your marker, and then you are going to choose a purple. Okay, so you are only going to color the butterfly. That's another technique that you can only use a part of which you guys already, a lot of people you do, but make sure the rest of them is clean, okay? Otherwise, there you go. Okay, let's do 2 or 3 more. And then I don't think so we need the flowers. Okay, I don't think so you need a lot of color. I think for this butterfly, I don't think so you need more than one color. I think one color will do. And let's do one more. And then one more small one will do. Isn't that awesome that you can only use one stamp instead of all. Okay, and then I'm going to do a blue for the small one. Okay, like here. Okay, and here. That's my foundation. Okay, and then you guys, you got idea, right? So this one, I think these rose and this blue is good for the green cardstock. For this one, you guys already learned, right? So what I'm gonna do is we can just have a 2 butterfly cut and put here. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's the other card. That's the what else we can count out. So it's 347. I still have a few more. And let's see. Okay. Let's do one more. And then the rest of them, we are going to save it for the next time. How's that? So this is the next one we are going to working on. Is with the color pencil. So I have my black cardstock here already, and I'm gonna clean these. Yeah, you know, see how many different ways the rubber stamp can do. There is endless creation, and I have been showing a lot of different kind of techniques with you guys already, and there is still have a lot of other technique, but I've tried to keep this video for only 2 hours, but we were definitely working on it other project. Okay, has anybody tried this technique? Two weeks. Okay, so I have this black cardstock. You can use regular black cardstock, but I found out they have those kind of Canson media black. Let me see where I have. Oh, this is the media black that I using the watercolor pencil. I just found out the color show better. Not a big difference, but a little bit better. So I'm going to use the color pencil, watercolor pencils here, and these watercolor pencils I have over for 20 years. They never finish. And then last week I just saw they have a 72 color at the Costco only for $9.99 Canadian dollars. I didn't get it, but I think it's a really good price. But and it's a brand name too. I don't remember which company is it, but it's a good company. But I think Costco always carry something good. They don't carry crappy stuff because the people can return just like that, right? So if you don't have a good color watercolor pencil, check the Costco. I think $9.99 Canadian dollars is a pretty good deal. Okay, so we are going to let me show you. We are going to use our butterfly kisses as our foundation. We are going to color on top of the butterfly kisses, right? So how to do that? You are going to use a pigment white impact. Okay, so you're going to just boo, boo, boo. You know, who was that? That was, I know some of you guys have glad about these stamps that, you know what, any stamps that you can use the same technique, they are all awesome. This is just the idea of the technique. If you like it, share this awesome video with your friend, put on your Facebook channel, Facebook page. I will share this on the Facebook page. So if you can share it, that would be great. Or if you have, you know, Local King Rubber Stamp is a small company. If you like the product, and you have purchased anything from our company, make sure you write a review. The review is going to be very helpful, helping the other buyer. Okay, so I am just using these color box pigment white ink. You need to use the pigment white, and then we are going to just gently tapping, make sure everywhere is nicely ink. Okay, and then we're going to stamp it. And then I am going to using my chalk key. It's a great tool. I actually found out is definitely helps. Okay, and then later on, if you guys use these stamps and make some project, feel free to post on the Local Kings Facebook page. I like to see what you guys to do with that. And those corner die cut is just called the corner die cut. Just go to Local Kings online store and use the search window, type in the corner die cut. This is actually a set come with a 4 corner. Okay, so that's what look like. White. I think that's good enough, and I'm going to make sure it's dry before we start coloring. You have to have your basic color. You need those white color to helping you to color. If you don't have this white stamp image and then you want to use your color pencil, it's going to have a hard time to draw a rose. Okay, so make sure they are completely dry. And then we are going to color with the markers. It's simple, easy, and it takes a little bit longer time. So this piece must be a special friend. Okay, so clean your stamps. And then don't worry about it if when you use the eraser, it's not going to damage your rubber stamp. They are really good quality. Okay, the trick for coloring water-based markers is you have to have a very sharp color pencil. The sharp color pencil is the trick that you can do a great job. So actually my paper is kind of bended, so I'm going to mount it on my basic card, and that way it's going to help me. Where is that beautiful here? So it's going to help me, so that way they don't bend it, so it's easier for me to coloring. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the last project, and I still have a few of the project to share with you 2 weeks later. Okay, so that's going to be easy, and we are going to do the same thing. So always one light color. And I am going to have a Local King live with my admin and giveaway. What? Okay, so always start with the light color first. Ooh. Okay, that's too late. What's happening? This is my pencil sharpener. Oh, yeah. Okay, you got to make sure you have a sharp pencil first. Okay, so that's start coloring. Because we have this white color, it can kind of like a guiding, right? And then the same thing, when you want to do a good coloring, you just make sure your stroke have to be keep together like this. Okay, it's like when you use a Copic, they tell you have to do a little drawing, a little circle, right? So let's do this. Small stroke, so it takes a little bit time to build out, but because you have that white, it's kind of like a guiding, right? So without that white, you're going to have a problem, because this white impact is going to helping these oranges showing pop out. So just do your best to color that white area. It's like a adult coloring book, which I don't really like it. Yeah, because I have some kind of issue to stay inside the line. Okay, like this. So we start with the light orange first. And then we're going to add a little bit darker color. See, you can overlapping the color, they will blending a little bit. Okay, like these. I think I'm allergic to stamping because my nose is very itchy. So this coloring technique, you just have to take a little bit longer time to build out, and then keep simple. Don't have too many color, always two color, one light color, one dark color. Try to keep it simple, simple, simple. And then once when you get hands-on, and then you can add a third color. Same thing, when you color with the markers, okay, always start with the two color all the time, and then add a little bit more. Okay, so let's do the. Okay, and then blending. They can be blending together. Okay, you don't really have to keep that. You know, there's a way to cheat. See, like the way I color, I accidentally go over my black line, right? That's okay. We can fix it. Okay, and then the trick is make sure your pencil got to be sharp. If your pencil is sharp, you can go back to working on the detail. Okay, and then these ones. So that's one other technique, and to keep your stroke small, small, small. Small is the best. It's more easy to control. It takes time to build up. There is no shortcut. The shortcut is don't color, just use the embossing folder. That not embossing folder, embossing die cut. That will work just fine. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and the green. Green, 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 green. Okay, green here. So that's pretty much about it. And then for the background, that's just the same background and the light color too. So that's just, it takes a little bit longer time to finish coloring. Okay. Can you believe it? 2 hours gone just like that. I feel I just started. They still have a lot of different kind of ideas and different kind of project. I will work. There's 2 weeks later. We are working on the rest of the project. The second part of this video is the 2 weeks later is more about the die cutting. There is too many different kind of way to use a die cut. Okay, so there is no shortcut. You got to just slowly building out. So I did the light color, and then I do the dark color here. See, the darker color is just shadowing. Okay, if you accidentally color that black line, later on we can use a black fine pen to bringing that black line out again. So that's how I did that one. Okay, so let's do the flower and then do one more butterfly and that's it. Okay, remember guys that 10% extra coupon code is Local King Royal. It's only available for 48 hours for the YouTube viewer. Thank you so much for joining me and watch the live videos. And I don't know, am I able to see the comments? The people, like if I switch the screen, am I going to lose the live screen? Can I don't know, can I see the comment now? Because I don't want to accidentally disconnect. Huh, Nancy, do you know, can I go to the YouTube channel, see the comment and choose 2 winner for the $50 gift certificate? I don't know, am I able to do that now? Let me see if I can. If I can just use the phone to do a live stream. to choose the winners. Let me see if I can do that. Do you want to choose from the chat? Nancy was kind of hoping to choose from the comments area. The chat, I want to choose from the comment area so I can read it. Yeah, so everybody can read it. Otherwise, I have to choose tomorrow because I'm not able to read it. Once when I close the window, I can't read it in 24 hours. Let's see if I can see. Oh yeah, I cannot see the comments. Oh yeah, I cannot. I can't read the comments now. I can't read the comments now. Oh, okay, the comments area. So thank you, Everett. So we probably okay. So guys, if you are watching this YouTube channel, make sure after this video go to the comment area and leave a comment why you what's the reason you like the Local Kings product, and then I will pick up the winner. You know what? I'm going to pick up the winner, and I am going to contact with you. So there is a $450 giveaway ticket will be giveaway. Thank you, Bonnie. Yeah. So that's just finish this one, and one more things to do. So I'm going to just use yeah, I wasn't able to leave in that comment area. So just make sure after this video finish, and I will choose the 2 winners from this video, and then I'm going to announce in my next video. Yeah, so make sure you leave me a comment, and let me see. I need some nice pen. Oh, here. Okay, so here is the last touch up. If you accidentally to color some of your black line, you can use a fine black marker. You don't have to go through all of them, just some part. Okay, just some part to use this marker to kind of darken those outline, so that way they will pop out more. Okay, and then the last touch out is this white gel pen. You can just give it some dotting, or you can put some diamond glaze. Okay, like this. Some dotting here, whisker here. Those are little white dots is really make this one pop up. Again, we are going to do a little bit white. So this part we have to be a little bit gentle because I only want to have a little bit white squid there, so just be careful, don't push too hard. That's good. Okay, and then I think that's pretty much about it, and then we can use the darker color, give a little bit shadow. Remember, the best part is a sharp pencil is the best pencil. You can use this darker color to kind of give a little bit shadow under the flower or frame or butterflies. Okay. let's do this one. Yeah, so you guys are not able to leave the comment until this video finish. So please leave the comment after the video finish, and I will choose the 2 winners from this video and the other 2 winner from the next the second part of this playtime. See, I use this darker purple to kind of give a little bit shadow. I think that's really pretty. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. I think darker colors work better than the lighter purple. There you go. And then I think even you can use like a black or dark blue. Like these. Sharp pencil, that's the trick. Okay, and then I think I accidentally get a little bit printing on my flower and then don't really like that. So what you're gonna do is you just use a eyeshadow applicator, put a little bit water, right? Not too much, and dry with a little bit, dry with your towel, kind of just remove those print. That will do. Okay, so that's the last one I'm going to share with you today. So let's take a look how many cards I have created today, and I will put all the photo under these butterfly kisses, so you guys can go back to take a look to give you a little bit refreshment. So, and then I hope you like it. Which one is your favorite? Leave me a comment, let me know, and remember, leave me a comment what after this video why you like what do you think about the Local Kings product? Why you like Local Kings product? So let's do this. Oh, this one, these 2 is the same. So this one, and this one, and this one, or most the easiest one, the beginner one. Okay, and then all the, you can do the background. Remember the light background, and I think that's it. Let's pick up one more here. So that's all the cards that I've been share with you today. Okay, and then there is a few more. Let me just do a quick preview. Okay, this is the other one, but I'm going to share with you next time because this is need like an embossing powder. So we are going to do the embossing powder next time. This is the other one. See, isn't that really look like a gold embossing, and this is 3D? I actually get this idea from Cindy, one of our viewers. Okay, and okay, and look at this color. So this is the next video I'm going to share with you. So in the next video we are going to I'm going to share with you a lot of different kind of like a die cut layering. Okay, and like a different kind of combination. And I'm still working on the other few projects in the working process. Okay, so that's for next time. And what do you think about today's video? I am going to read all your comments, and if you have any question, I will also answer your question and posting your question and answer under this video description area. And so sorry I wasn't able to read your comment at the same time I am doing showing the card. I got a small brain, only can work one thing at a time. Otherwise, it's going to overheat very fast. Yeah. Hey, Nancy, what do you mean you're going to do the giveaway together? Ciao. What do you mean we're going to do the giveaway? You're very welcome, guys. I hope you enjoy it. And then for the people who already own this stamp set, feel free to posting your artwork on the Local Kings website. I'd like to see what you do. And I've been showing you a lot of idea. Even though you don't have to use the same stamp set, you can use any set you like. But if you have this stamp set, try to post your artwork online and maybe choose a few of the lucky winner, and they give you some extra gifts too. So ciao. Nancy, are you guys still online? What do you mean? Oh, you're welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And then don't forget that 10% off discount code is a Local King Royal. They are available for 48 hours. So make sure you check out our online store. Yeah. Let me see. Ciao. Nancy wants us to do a live together. When? Now? When Nancy have extra stamp set and a marker to give away? Okay. So maybe we should schedule a time to do the giveaway together after we choose the my lucky winners, and then I can join you guys to we can do together, because they are not able to leave the comment until this video finish. So is that okay? That's good. Okay, guys. So Nancy, Chow, Tracy, and we are going to do the giveaway together. So I maybe add a little bit extra bonus to the giveaway. So at least I'm going to give a $250 gift certificate away. Next week I'm going to do with Nancy and Chow together. I don't know, maybe Tracy and Stacy are going to join us too. So make sure you leave me a comment under this video when this video is finished, and then I will choose two winners, and then join Nancy. We are going to do the live stream giveaway together. That will be awesome. And then I might choose some extra giveaway, maybe some border die and maybe some corner die card. So make sure you leave the comments, and for all your chatting questions, I am going to working on them, and I will answer your question. Post the answer under the description, and make sure you check it out. And thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I can't believe it. 2 hours is gone so fast. I am enjoy so much, and I hoping this video give you a lot of different idea what you can do, and you can use your stamp and then just try to have fun. I think stamping is so much fun. And for my digital planner, stay tuned. As soon as when I finish my final layout, I'm going to figure out how you guys can do a free download. And then I think it will be fun to see the Local Kings image on the digital planner. I even created some little stickers, like that little cat and the dog on the motorbike and airplane. And they are the stickers that you can put on your digital planners. Hey, so Nancy, I will talk to you about our live stream giveaway, and thank you. That would be great. We can do together. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And 2 weeks later, the June 27 at the 2 o'clock. I think is that June 27? Yes. 2 weeks later, June 27 at the 2 o'clock, same time, and 2 more $50 giveaway, and a giveaway I will announce in our video soon. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Good night. Bye. 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 Bye.